We're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here's a 6-year man, Austin Ekeler. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Well, this defense for the Browns, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100. And the one game you lose, you'll know who to blame.
Off the play fake to Ekeler, it's Herbert. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm quite sure they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. When they failed on that third down play, that brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On 1st down, Watson. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 28. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Browns at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Here we go on fourth. Watson. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Watson looks to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Herbert now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. On the move past the 40. Touchdown. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Watson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. First a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Well done on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. And that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Herbert. Buying time to his left. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw out a little too far brings up 3rd down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, a beast in the end zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 29. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Herbert. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And it'll be intercepted.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
So they're backed up at the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. If this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Browns were able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. And he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And I think the Browns got it. They did. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his round, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Watson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Rolling to his right. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the ball way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
You see what's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and 10, Watson looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Michael Davis.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 38. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Rolling to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, are coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect him to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And out across midfield down to the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Here's Watson.
Open man. He completes it to Judy.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.
take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion good for 7 there. And he'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Eckler now between the tackles. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They get 5 out of that one, and he moves the chains. On first down, Justin Herbert.
They'll get this out wide to Eckler.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Being chased out left. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Herbert now. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Herbert off of play action.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Eckler.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 166 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? And this is caught. Amari Cooper.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Huge first down. Gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
To throw, Watson. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Michael Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here's now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. Fortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
And he'll get a first down here, but only to the 20-yard line. One last throw here for Watson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the